Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. So happy to be with you, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out, the second-year man from UCLA, drafted number 10 overall. It's Josh Rosen. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
Running back Tariq Cohen brings us all to our feet when he's on the field because you never know how they're going to utilize it. In 2018, was able to run, throw, and catch a touchdown pass. And in addition, was a 2018 Pro Bowl return specialist for the NFC. The human joystick makes everything better when he's on the field.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
One of a trio of Watts in the NFL. This is outside linebacker T.J. Watt, who knows how to get to the quarterback just like his big brother J.J. Imagine their battles in the backyard with their third brother Derek, a fullback with the Chargers, trying to block either of them.
On third down, Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
Rosen's pass intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
$12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the third overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat, very cerebral player, a guy that beats you with his mind as well as his physical attributes. And the best part, poise under pressure. He knows how to bring a team back in the fourth quarter.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tony Brown there on the tackle. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
On second down, Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led them to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
No gain on the dump-off at second down. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Ready? 25!
Check. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Ready for that!
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Tariq Cohen.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3-and-out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hey, come on, no.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Vigil came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
That's how we do it, baby.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Rosen will throw, and he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Rosen on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. Draw play, Rosen to Johnson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Good job.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 24, Ryan. And he fires one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
That's
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan, and this one's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always...
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Ryan's pass complete to number 12, Mohamed Sanu. Touchdown.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the tech... And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Rosen now off the bootleg. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Rosen. Throw left side, complete. It's Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. This is brought in by Gibson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Open man is Cantrell. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Hey. 4 down.
Rosen to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Rosen's pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, this complete left side to Aguilar. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Rosen off the play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Rosen hands off to Johnson, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
58 for Mike, 58.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Rosen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Rosen. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His first NFL reception goes for 6, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Vikings.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Prater, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. On 3rd down, Ryan.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Devon Card in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And Olsen over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Let's go, D.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Get ready. Get ready. Single.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rosen. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Draw play, Cohen. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
From
the 24. Rosen off to Thomas on the left side. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rosen will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And now it's Rosen looking. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be fielded at the 6. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. Ryan now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
False start, offense.
They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. On 3rd down, Ryan. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Ryan. And this is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Ryan. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Ryan. This complete left side to Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. No gain and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
They certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan back into his end zone. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Ryan. And Walker with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Ready. 8-yard pickup. And the Falcons, 1st down.
59. I got one.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Let's go, team.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ochena Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off the bootleg, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Ryan. It's caught by Aguilar. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the 38, Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Defense.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. L.J. Collier in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Freeman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there, 9 yards, but it still leaves him with work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go, baby.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And an alley to run. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This is Cohen. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A gain of 5, but not enough, leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Luke Wilson there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them in contract time.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. He hits White, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. For even a 1st down and more. Past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Ryan. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Falcons 29, Vikings 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Tucker set to kick off.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And that lead there for the Rams is extended. They just scored again. Here's Rosen to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Rosen, he's going to let it, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. To throw is Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Atlanta, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.